Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee, a special episode of the Crypto Morning Anniversary. I hope you guys have your crypto coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, because we are going to talk about some very interesting stuff today. We're going to talk about what is coming up today that could bring volatility to the price of Bitcoin and of other cryptos. We're going to talk about the latest developments on our biggest catalyst in crypto of them all. And we are going to talk about certain metrics. We are going to talk about the charts, and we are going to talk about a huge win for Ecomi and Veve, or at least supposedly huge win. But all of that right after the intro. So good morning to all of you. And what the heck is going on? I come live and dark matter donated $20 while I wasn't even online. Holy shit, that is crazy. How can I don't know if you can see this even, but I can see it definitely. And so Machankura is here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Machankura. Waldo, morning. And Motili says happy birthday. Thank you so much. You are actually among the first ones to give me the happy birthday. So yeah, really appreciate that with you guys. I thought so. Here's a crazy story. I will stay in the screen for a little bit to tell this. So 2 days ago, when I made the Crypto Morning Coffee, I said that I will not make another stream yesterday, right? And I didn't. But why? Because of of my job, I had to travel, and so I went to work normally, and then after work we flew out to Madrid, and that's like a close to 3 hours flight, right, in the evening. And then we came to the hotel and so on. It was already 11. We hadn't eaten, crazy. And then we said, okay, something must have been open. So we started walking it was in the outskirts of Madrid, and we found a tapas bar. And boy, they didn't have regular food anymore. But they had what is it even called in English? They had the ham, like serrano ham, and bread and some like little fish that was in a garlic oil and so on, and beer. Boy, that was really good. So that started good. Then next day, the whole day of meetings, came back yesterday in the evening around midnight. And what do you do when you come back around midnight? You sit down and prepare your Crypto Morning Coffee for a live stream. But no, overall, super crazy 2 days, and I'm really happy to be here this morning. So yeah, Mashakura says we can see it. Happy birthday. So yeah, again, thank you so much to now I can't even scroll up anymore, right? So yeah, I can. So thank you very much for dark matter, or to dark matter. If you see this later, I thank you really a lot for that donation, and I thank each and every one of you. And now I can't scroll down here. What is going on with this window of my chat? Can I have to, but here, yeah, okay, so now I can see it. So G-Flow is also here. Happy birthday, PH. Love your level-headed perspective on things. Do you have a base car Eomi prediction in bull run? Yeah, we can talk about this when we go to the chart. I hope that's okay for you. Happy birthday, hope it's a great one. Mark D says GM, and happy birthday says Felipe. Welcome, Felipe and Green Lantern channel members already in the group. if you want to become a channel member, here you see them all. By the way, Felipe, I hope you like your new Astro Boy is profile pic. I hope that is what you wanted. So Green Lantern, happy birthday. Thank you so much, guys. Crazy Dance, happy birthday, PH. Have a great day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, if you want to help this channel in a free way and not by becoming a channel member, then the best way is to smash up the like button. So please, if there's one birthday present, then smash up the like button. That would be really good. If you are already subscribed as a channel member, then you can now get in touch with me on Twitter and join an exclusive Telegram group that I made. Some people are channel member over 1 year already, and I had not brought any utility, so it's time. And so that means we have some 5 of those people in the Telegram group so far, but XR Marty and Michelle and Jordan and Andre and so on. If you are seeing this, then make sure to get in contact with me. Tag me in a post if I didn't see it yet. I get so many messages also on Twitter, notifications. So yeah, I want to have you guys in that group. But with that, let's maybe get things rolling, get things started. And there we go. So why do we expect volatility today? Is because Fed Chair Powell is going to deliver a speech today, and obviously this speech, what he is saying, the way he is saying it, is going to determine how people will react in the markets, if they are more bullish on the dollar, or if they are more bullish on risk on assets, right? So will he be more hawkish? Will he be more dovish? All that will define, could we expect more rate hikes? He will tell about stuff like that. And this is one of the most important things that is coming out in the markets, and it's going to be today. So that is big. But then this caught my eye just this morning. I hadn't seen this. Nokia to cut up 14,000 jobs after profit plunges. So basically what Fed Chair Powell says all the time, like that the job market is so strong and so on, is maybe not the case anymore. It's still the case, but maybe we see a turnaround there in the job market. We have a lot of companies with hiring freezes. We have a lot of companies that cut out jobs, and 14,000 jobs is a ton. I think that is more than Facebook let go when it cut down their overall Web3 departments and so on. Now, overall, people expect Powell to say, hey, higher for longer on rates as the unofficial mantra in the recent days. And Powell is expected to be on that side, meaning holding the levels of the interest rate stable for a while, right? And we see it here. I just expect him to keep talking about the strength of the economy and surprising strength of the consumer in the third quarter as a risk for inflation. That is enough ammunition to keep talking about staying vigilant, they say here. So this is what we expect. We expect them to stay in the same narrative. Now, let's talk about our biggest catalyst here, because that is the Bitcoin ETFs, and there is a new development on that side as well. Fidelity shakes up market with updated Bitcoin ETF application. Not really shaking up the market. That is more of a headline, but they have filed an update version to its spot ETF S1 application. This latest move signals a company commitment to providing its clientele with exposure to the world of cryptocurrencies. So here we have it. Eric Balchunas posted this now. Fidelity has filed an amended application. 3 issuers down, 6-ish to go. Fidelity has this filing here, a Form S1 registration, as we can see here, Wise Origin Bitcoin Trust. So they are all filing updates to their Bitcoin ETFs or spot ETFs, and that clearly shows that, first of all, they are not calculating with getting thrown out. Secondly, they are probably getting the memos from the SEC to do changes on their filings to be approved one day. And maybe we can hear the master fudder himself talking not so fuddish anymore about the Bitcoin ETF. So let's listen to this together. This is only about a minute long, but I think you will come more bullish out of this than before, right? So let's listen together quickly.
Ongoing since you didn't appeal?
We didn't appeal last Friday. I think that's accurate.
So you could still in the future in another form.
But what we have in front of us, just so that the viewing public understands, we have not one, but multiple, I think it's 8 or 10 filings that the staff and ultimately the commission is considering for what's called exchange-traded products, for Bitcoin to be in a security. So the Bitcoin would be held, and then there would be something called an exchange-traded product, and that would trade on various stock exchanges. And those filings are in front of us. I can't prejudge any one of them, but there's 8 or 10 that we're looking at.
Well, there is a large number, and there is kind of a narrative in this market, and I wonder if you could put it to rest, that someone's going to get to go first. Is that likely to happen, or is it likely to be a group approval? If you're going to have one, a bunch of products could be approved at the same time.
Again, I'm not going to prejudge. The staff's doing work on those multiple filings, but it's also...
Okay, so yeah, we see the narrative changes a little bit, right? I mean, before it was a crypto scam and all of this can't happen and probably not and I don't know what. And Gensler now is like, okay, we're looking at multiple filings while Fidelity is already updating the filing. So probably this implies also that they are going to approve all of the Bitcoin ETFs at once they are done pushing it out, once they have made enough time for the big boys to buy their Bitcoin, right? So Walrus King is here. Good morning to you. Good morning, Luke, who sends the message in German. Thanks for the videos. Thank you for supporting each and every video with live comment and then also with a comment afterwards. I think if you need one supporter that is always going around and commenting on every Ecomi, Veve, and somewhat around YouTuber, then you have Luke. It's absolutely crazy. Sometimes I thought to myself, is this Luke's full-time job? But yeah, that's absolutely crazy. I think since the beginning of the channel, I see you commenting there. Really, really crazy. But so here we see, yeah, basically Gary Gensler not sounding too bearish here. And now this is what we have with the refilings. I hope you can see this is a little bit bad quality of a picture, but I mean, you see here, Vanek, Wisdom Tree, Fidelity. They have their refilings, right? And I think we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some of them are Bitcoin ETFs, and then there are also Ethereum future, probably the Ethereum future ETFs in the mix here. But all of these are filings. We have the deadlines here. We see it, right? So today there is another one. Today there is the Valkyrie Bitcoin Trust. I think, yeah, the Valkyrie Bitcoin Fund. Sorry, the BR. By the way, whoever works at Valkyrie and defined that this is the ticker is an absolute genius. I mean, what could be better to get that crypto money back into the asset managers other than having your Bitcoin ETF called BRR. I mean, that's absolutely genius. I like that. I hope they get their thing, this thing out first. I hope for ARK Invest, but this is also genius. Anyways, and then basically this wave here is more or less ending with with global, what is that? Global X Bitcoin Trust, Global X, at the 21st of November, actually. Yeah, and then we are already, no, actually 11th of November, there's the ARK Invest already again. So this is even before this one. But 11th of November, that is ARK Invest. So that is when we have the next chance. And then they, at each date, they can just take all of them, all of these Bitcoin ETFs, and approve them at once. So actually today, there is still a chance to say, okay, Valkyrie did that well, we are going to approve all of them today now. So technically today would be the day, but I don't believe this is happening. And then, yeah, the dates are a little bit off for Grayscale, because they obviously they want to convert. So the conversion would be just at that time, but then all of the other, if 11th of November doesn't work, all of the other deadlines are in middle of January. So that would be then our deadline where we would have a massive run up again. But today is driven by Jerome Powell, just to say that. Another thing that is not so good or not so bullish is that the 30-year bond yields break the 5% for the first time since August 2007, and we know what happened in 2007. People are expecting at these levels of those long-term bond yields, they expect a financial crisis. They use it as a financial crisis indicator, more crisis than we are in right now. We will see if it happens. We don't know if it happens, but we will see how it plays out. Yeah, and we have 20 people in here this morning for the birthday morning stream, so I appreciate each and every one of you. Please smash up the like button to get even more people in here. I enjoy this quite a bit, and to talk about this stuff here. Yo, Justin, get yourself a savory, I have to look up this word as a German, a savory sweet treat, PH University. Thank you very much, Justin, for the $5 donation. Really appreciate that. With the cupcake and the morning coffee and the confettis. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, really appreciate it. And you have been around a long time. We've been going together through FUD and I think at least the end of the bull market together. So yeah, I remember you from the beginnings of the channel. Speaking of channel, look at this. I mean, here, yo, now you guys are in the vibe. There's a G money with the $5 donation, but I can see what is in. So I don't know if you have attached a message or if it's only the donation itself, but I can see a text. So if you've written a text, you probably have to rewrite it, because I can only see the text of Justin here and not from G Money. So yeah, thank you guys all here for that. Thank you for the awesome birthday presents. What should I do with it? Do I put it in Eomi? Is that what we do with it? Do we buy birthday Eomi with this, or what? We need to know what to do with this. Anyways, look at this comparison while we are waiting for that command to come in of 2020 and 2023. So if you form a channel from the very top of the bull run through the retests and everything, like you get some kind of a falling channel where only your bear market trough is basically outside, and we are just breaking right now the upper band of that channel. So really take a look at this little green square, and this is really, like, this is confluence. This is something where we really have to see. More likely than not, we would have a little bit of a rally and then come back down to retest on this channel like we did here. And this would be absolutely bullish, and this could take us or bring us into December, right, for that retest, because we are looking at very big time frames here. So, okay, G Money says get some Veve comics. Okay. I will get. I think if I want to get a Veve comic and I'll put some money on top of that, and I get another secret rare for the collection. I'll do that, and then I tell you tomorrow about what it is, right? So I have some $10 here, and I mean, obviously, if Justin says buy some Eomi, I unfortunately have to do both of it, right? Justin says, I looked up savory, it's apparently salty. Oh, okay. So this is like Halloween trick and treat stuff. Maybe that. In Germany, only recently many people caught up to the Halloween tradition. So before that, it was only carving faces into pumpkins, which that is a very old tradition in Germany, also to carve faces into pumpkins to keep away the bad spirits. But the whole thing, like the more American style Halloween, is only more recently that it came in. And yeah, just as a Spider-Man SR could hit 2K. 2K. So we should, if that is the case, if that kid hits 2K or below, then I should be saving up in the direction of that downsloping Spider-Man SR so that I can buy one. Maybe the dream comes true, because that must be one of the most desired collectibles of all times, right? Yeah, I've been thinking about this, to just stacking up gems slowly but surely, like DCAing into a gem account, and then at some point make a bigger move, just like buying something like Journey into Mystery 83 secret rare or something like that. So I'm thinking about doing something like that. Yeah, anyways, this breakout is happening right now. We are closely monitoring how this is going on. And then also this to keep in mind, tether whales. Look at this cloud of where the tether whales are now in a strong accumulation phase, with the top 10 wallets holding 25% of the entire supply. What the heck? That is some real big money, right? I mean, here you see it. Historically, each 2 billion in USDT inflows has corresponded to a 4% increase in Bitcoin price per crypto researcher. So we see it right now. Here's a lot of inflow at these prices, and you see also there's an uptrend in loading tether that is basically filling the guns before bigger moves, right? And the 4% move is just not a little thing for Bitcoin anymore, right? A 4% move is a big thing, and then altcoins react accordingly. So tether whales are gearing up for probably when we kind of get a retracement to make another move into Bitcoin, and we see it just here in the statistics. That is something to know. And then finally, and this is something that has been flying a little bit under the radar, is stablecoins can now go live on Bitcoin with the mainnet launch of Lightning Labs Taproot assets. That is from yesterday, so fresh news out of the oven. And then someone says here's a simple explanation of what you just read. This announcement is a game changer. With the mainnet launch of Lightning Labs Taproot assets, stablecoins can now seamlessly operate on the Bitcoin network. This innovation enhances the potential for stablecoin usage, with the Bitcoin ecosystem offering exciting opportunities for crypto enthusiasts and broader financial world. The integration of Taproot asset representation represents a significant step in further expanding the utility and versatility of Bitcoin. Now, we have seen that stablecoin on an altcoin always corresponds with more like better prices, because there's just more utility on the asset. The question is it really something super important for Bitcoin? I think for the overall adoption it could be good, but the question is why does a stablecoin need to operate on the Bitcoin network, because Bitcoin is basically only a store of value, right? And CQX says here, just like anyone can create a stablecoin on Ethereum blockchain, XRP, Solana, BSC, etc. It was not possible to do the same on the Bitcoin network, but it's now being made possible. Not answering the question why you would need a stablecoin on Bitcoin. The question is why not what, and no one can really answer that question. So so we really don't know exactly what can be done with it, but the mere fact that you can do it will probably spark some creativity now to launch a stablecoin on top of Bitcoin. Maybe one answer could be that it's basically an undying stablecoin, right? Because the underlying asset will probably never go away. So that could be interesting. Alan Thompson, happy birthday, patient toddler. Thank you so much. Glad to have you all here, guys. Glad to get all the likes that you just smashed. Let's look at the crypto market real quick. Let's do some market watch here together. Let's see how we have been performing here. Top 100. Rollbit is going up once again. This is a casino coin, as we all know. Rollbit also was calling out cointelegraph for the Bitcoin ETF fake news for potential market manipulation. What do we see here? CFX, Conflux is down. I don't even know what that is. Gala and HBAR are down pretty much, but overall on the day, all of the altcoins are retracing, whereas on the week we have mixed signals, but we see here also CFX, Gala, Uniswap, Atom, and so on. Down on the week and on the month, we have actually BSV and TWT leading the charge at the moment. Also up Solana, Render, Injective Protocol, Maker, and Hex. And I honestly don't know what's going on, because Hex is pretty much dead as far as I know. So it had a big community, but it's pretty much dead. So I'm looking at deals at the moment, right? Also outside of the top 200, I'm looking at some altcoin deals to accumulate. If we look at the top 200, we see that Ecomi is up 10% on the month. We see that there are some crazy like Orbs, Loom, TRB, they just doubled within a month. And if you look at the year, you have things like Pendle, you have things like Loom, TRB, Tomo. So in the top 200, a lot of new coins that are just coiling up here, whereas in the top 100 you have Casper with the 2,000%. So always keep in mind, I think this is a good tool to look at what has already pumped quite significantly and where you have to be vigilant when you're getting in the project. For example, Ecomi on the year still down 26% year over year and very much down from all-time highs. If you want to see how much something is down from all-time highs, I recommend more for your research a tool like Litecoin Watch, and you will not see this from all-time high. In the beginning, you have to go to layout and then click the stuff that interests you, and then you have this from all-time high here. So you can then see, for example, XRP is still 87% from all-time high, or look at this, for example, Polkadot 93% from all-time high, Chainlink 86% away from all-time high, Avalanche 93%. So you can really see, hey, what has already pumped and what didn't pump yet. So for example, Tron is only 69% from all-time high, has recently pumped 41%. So this is we should, or Bitcoin is only 58% from all-time high, right? So we see actually where we could have a good entry for a project that has significant upside potential. But then again, also you have to see that there is projects like Optimism and Arbitrum that never have really been in a bull run. So there is also that one to consider. And then we see Render. For example, Render is up 356% on the year. So that is something where you might want to consider still, but on the other hand, it's already in the top 50. On the other hand, for example, I have taken out my initial investment on Render already. So I would never recommend anyone to go into something that has already been pumping. On the other side, we also know that the bull run hasn't even started yet. So these projects can easily go up like 5 to 10x still, but the risk is higher every time, right? If you go on the second page here, this is a project, for example, that I'm pretty bullish on, although the market cap is already at almost 700 million. But the graph, they are working with APIs on chain, doing an Oracle play. They work with AI, so they are playing the AI narrative. So this could be a good one. Yeah, so really looking here at the markets, Aptos, I'm not quite sure about this one. I don't hold Aptos. Let's see what else. I'm not really, some things are in stuff like Decentraland. I don't hold it. I'm not bullish in neither one of them. I think there will be new metaverse plays. I think Ecomi will one day appear as the metaverse play. What could be interesting is Phantom. 95% down. It didn't spark so far in the bull run. It only has 400 million market cap. In my opinion, I hold a little bit of Phantom. Ocean Protocol recently pumped, but it's still down pretty bad. And this is another AI play, so it could really be interesting for the AI narrative to have Ocean Protocol. I don't have it, just discussing. Yeah, so this is a little bit of the market cap. We get some ideas, and I think Litecoin Watch is in combination with other tools really good to get some ideas where to get in. If you go to the pages 3, 4, 5, so we have here Ecomi, for example, is only placed 106 at the moment, is up in the last 90 days 53%, but still down on the year. So yeah, we really get some ideas here. Helium is another token. Yeah, I think I've skipped Vechain there. What could be interesting is if you are bullish on NFTs in general, but you don't want to invest in NFTs, then Blur would be one of the only plays, because it's actually a market that that wasn't in the bull run. It hasn't seen such a run up. It only has 185 million, and they have their own token for the most successful NFT marketplace at the moment. So if you want to do an NFT play, this could be one of the things to consider and to get in. Arweave, I hold some Arweave. Decentralized Web3 storage play. So Arweave and Filecoin are on my radar, absolutely. Yeah, this thing has pumped way too much. I don't even know what it does, but 1,200%. Yeah, and there we already are beyond the top 50, where we see some stuff like Illuvium. I'm not really a fan, to be honest. Yeah, StoreJ is another storage play, up 12% the last 90 days, but overall down pretty bad. Yeah, and then Moonbeam, Parachain to Polkadot. If Polkadot pumps, Moonbeam probably will pump as well. Yeah, Audius, decentralized publishing of music and stuff like that. I don't know if they're still alive, to be honest, but I think so. Yeah, so let's get to the next stage here. Let's look at markets. So because Fetcher Paul is talking, as we have seen in the beginning of the stream, we are getting some green of the dollar. We have lost our previous level, and now we are coiling up here for the dollar once again. If that speech is sufficiently dovish, then we might get effect on our bearish retest here and come down, and that would be good for the for the overall price of Bitcoin, we could have ourselves a smaller rally if we just come down a little bit. Powell will definitely not say something that makes the dollar completely crash, in my opinion at least. Something like, oh yeah, expect rate cuts by the end of the year or something. He will never say something like that at this point in time. We will have to wait and see with the inflation, but also we expect him to not go super hawkish and announce another rate hike. So yeah, I think he, as we said in the beginning, hold the rates up for longer will be the narrative, in my opinion. Yeah, then let's quickly look at how the Nasdaq feels at the moment, because the Nasdaq is also important for us, and it perfectly correlates with the here again with the coiling up. We are observing since a long time this pattern here for the Nasdaq, and now we are coming down. And you know, every time we come down, that is very risky to come down in the next days for a decisive move. If we lose this level, we are looking at a very hard downward correction that can also influence crypto, which is why we're observing this. If we are coiling up again, then we are looking at the very, we could look at the breakout at some point. So this will take time to play out, but it is a very risky one here. So I'm really looking at how this plays out. This can play to the downside, and then yeah, we're looking at the steep correction in the markets if this happens. Bitcoin dominance, no, actually Bitcoin price, sorry. Bitcoin price, we are surprisingly, after this fake news, holding a level here that makes me bullish, because we have broken above on the daily above the 200 MA, above the moving average. We are holding that level since 3 days. If we look on the weekly, and this is where we really have to close, if we close above, I think it's 28,000 and something. If we close above this level here, where we are right now, we are looking at more rally, in my opinion, and more upside. Right now we are bullish. If we close below, then we are in trouble, in my opinion. So we really want to hold this level. So we want to close here or above where we are right now. So we want to close maximum here in this range. We do not want to close below this and have a bearish sentiment, because we want to have this uphill run starting right now, and we want to invalidate the big head and shoulders pattern that we are still see threatening, looming at the horizon. We want to invalidate that, right? So yeah, we don't want that. We want to coil up and put a higher high into this over time, right? We want to have this being just a big uptrend that's just more seen like this without head and shoulders. Omicron, happy birthday, PH. Thank you very much, Omicron, for the $5 Canadian here for the donation. Really appreciate that. And also let me know what I should buy. So G Money said I should buy some Veve comics with it for my birthday. Yeah, let me know what we're buying with the birthday money. So far, I said it, so far the recommendation for the comics, if I buy a comic, then it's going to be another secret rare comic. So I'm looking at what secret rare comic could I buy. But sounds good, guys. I take it, and I really appreciate that. With a look at the time, we are going to Ecomi, and I want to pull up here, and I hope you're still there. We had before the question, what are my predictions for Ecomi for the bull run? That was one of the first questions in the stream, and I really want to answer that. Wow, happy birthday, PH. You ultra rare X-Men 1 or secret rare X. What is the price of secret rare X-Men 1? It's probably a little bit too heavy at the moment, but that would be it's probably more than $300, right? So yeah, let's talk about Ecomi. So first of all, I want to elaborate once again. We have this big confluence resistance, right? Here we have this neckline for a potential move, and we are having an inverse head and shoulder. So I think it's not confirmed yet, but I think the inverse head and shoulders could be playing out, right? We could be coming up, closing that, and go to a rally. So I'm thinking about loading up another million of Ecomi. So that is one thought that I have. Now, price predictions. Without going too hard into the price, but short-term price predictions. So if we look at this in the normal scale, this inverse head and shoulders, my price prediction for the breakout for that, and I hope this breakout comes before the halving, is this here, right? So we would go up to 0017, and then we are probably stuck a while at this resistance level to break out there. But it would look then like this, like you break out, you rally, you come up here, and then you are hitting your head here, and then you break it somehow and come up, right? And I think for the bull run, so here are my targets for the bull run. This would be where a lot of people take profits, where a lot of people get out of Eomi without any profits just to get out because they are still shocked by the downfall of going in here and then just losing 90% of their portfolio. I think that we are going to coil up, hit our head, steep retracement, come up, break it, and then challenge new all-time high. So minimum target for me is getting above new, like breaking the new all-time high at 1.2, 1.3 cents. And then I think my worst case is hitting the all-time high again and not passing over it because of all the weights. That's my worst case scenario. My medium case scenario is 2 cents. And my bullish scenario is somewhere here 4 to 5 cents, right? In that area, probably 4 cents. I would say these are my scenarios. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope this run goes way out of control. That depends solely on the performance of the news and the exchanges that the Ecomi team gets out during the hype phase and excitement phase. But I think that's really the price predictions that I have. So I think in the most bullish case, we're looking at the 5 cents for Ecomi right now. Gman says, snipe a Secret Wars SR today. I like that Rhino SR2 under 100. Yeah, I thought about this because the Rhino, it's very scarce, only 188. It's under 100 gems. And this comic is actually pretty valuable in the real world. So maybe I go with one of them. Omicron says, buy 4,000 Eomi with that PH. When we 100x, you'll be happy. Yeah. Then that is a $500 donation, right? Oh, 500 Canadian dollar. I don't know, even that's probably more than $5, right? 500 Canadian dollars, stronger than the dollar probably. Even 0.04 would be amazing. Yeah, I think so, because what would that be? So if you have like me 3 million Eomi, right? And you go times 0.04, you have $120,000 at 4 cents. Obviously, if the wick goes to 4 cents, no one will time the wick perfectly, probably. So maybe you would end up a little bit below. But I mean, a couple of $1,000s into $100,000 would be insane. That said, that doesn't mean that it has to happen, right? But we could also have a really weak one here if the team doesn't perform or doesn't launch the news and we don't get too many of the exchanges. And you come up here and you basically, whales will keep you under this that would be bad, right? But I don't see it. For me, I see strength, and I am very hopeful that the volume will justify Eomi on Binance and so on over the time. So I think, yeah, this looks strong to me. And so I will act accordingly and probably, yeah, load up more. Right now we have 0008933. That means I can get with $1,000, I can get 1.1 million or so. Not too bad. That would bring me to 4.2 million or so. Yeah, why not? We need more to be able to take profits at critical levels. So for me, this level, somewhere in this range, will be where I take out my initial investment, probably at these levels, just to be secure in case that whales won't allow the price to go higher. But yeah, and then the rest is like moonbag, Eomi, moonbag. Let's talk about some Ecomi success here. So yesterday, the Funko Marvel Veve product launched, and it was 1,500 classic red gold suits that were launching in the store, and every of these collectibles is getting you a code, or was getting you a code. Guys, let me know if one of you got them. I didn't get one, also because you cannot have it shipped to Germany, but in general, $150 is also a bunch of money, right? So what is that? Like, I think they sold 1,500, right? Oh no, there's 3,000 physicals, cutting that supply in half on the digital side. So they said that they cut the supply in half on the digital side, but why? How would everyone then have a code? That's what I don't understand. But so if this is the price. Wait, what? Sorry. So 150 times 1,500. So they made at least 225,000 on that in only 2 minutes. Whoa! Felipe is donating 24 euros for another million. Okay, for another million. Felipe confirmed it. Going to send. Felipe confirmed it. I'm going to send out another 1,000 euros or so to get a little bit more than a million Eomi to the exchange. So that is apparently the task for today. Thank you so much, Felipe, for the birthday present. And I was really thinking about what do I go with? Which altcoin do I go with? Do I spread out and just ladder in like into 10 altcoins, 100 euros or so right now as a DCA? Do I go full degen into Eomi and buy more Eomi? Right, so that is what I was thinking, but I think the decision is clear. Oh, they say burning half of the editions of the common rarity. Okay, understood. Mark D says, I scooped one Funko Gold. I think it sucks that Veve redemption period is confined to 6 months. I wanted to hodl for 20 years sealed. Yeah, I think the reason for this is exactly that. They don't want to have a secondary market on the physical side. So they don't want to have you sell that outside of Veve, right? So and you can still, I mean, yeah, I mean, it would be great to hold the code for I don't know how long, but on the other hand, probably it's good to resell it right away if there's a 6-month period. If you have a code and you resell it OTC right now, you will get way more than when you bought the collectible. So that is really good. And if you hit I mean, I would never redeem the code. I would resell the code during the 6 months, because there is a chance of the number 1 mint being in it. And if you are you need to be fast with reselling the code, because if someone, or if all the number 1 to 40, these sub 41 mints are pulled already, then your code becomes very much less valuable, right? So on the other hand, if you have a code and there are still a lot of these top 1 to 40 mints available, then your code is very valuable, because the likelihood is bigger that this is a very valuable code. So it's a little bit of a gamble, but I personally probably would liquidate that thing OTC right away. But yeah, no shipping to a lot of countries is also not so good, in my opinion. I mean, if you have $150, you could probably afford, you could probably make some shipping deals there. I think they should start focusing also on being able to ship to Europe, because there's a strong Veve and collectors fam in Europe. There's no sense in having that gone. Let's look at the article once again. I want to know what was meant here. Yeah, classic red and gold suit, 50%, and so on. So let's go, and it's with an NFT component. So it's a mystery, but the drop chances and rarity are. But yeah, so that there are the chances to hit. So half of the people will get this standard version. I wish in the end, but $150 way too much in my opinion. But on the other hand, I like that gamble, right? Not that gamble, but I mean, I like the there's this chance of this playing. Like I also like Pokemon packs for that reason, right? Because you can. The excitement is cool. It reminds you of infancy and so on. Yeah. Anyways, so Veve bringing out those is a really good thing in my opinion. By the way, this was something that I also saw on Twitter here is, and it's a valid criticism. I saw this. People always said that they are collecting digitally to not have to store physical collectibles, they take up too much space and so on. And then they overrun the store for a physical collectible. But I understand it. I mean, it has a digital counterpart. And to be honest, to be fair, you have to be on that phygital, right? Phygital is the future. People want physical, people want digital. They are with a foot in both realms. And you need to build a bridge for the physical to come into the digital and vice versa, right? Because even if you are a Funko collector and you want this collectible and you get the code, you're very likely to download Veve and to insert the code. Now the downside is if you are a Funko collector that is not active in the Veve fam, you probably didn't stand a chance to get this collectible in the store because it sold out in 2 to 3 minutes, and now every Veve degen has one of these Funko things, right? Yeah, so, and then they already, like the usual Veve suspects, redeem the code, and then they resell the physical on the secondary outside market on eBay or whatever. And then the Funko guy ends up without a code and is not coming to the app. So they need to do something. Marvel does it a little bit better because they basically give special editions away to people that have a Marvel assignment, or like a Marvel recurring for the physicals. So yeah, I think they need to think about how to really get those codes to people that are not in Veve. Yeah, I think that is crucial. Let's maybe take a quick look while we are talking about it on the wallet development. I think we had an increase. why doesn't it refresh here on the side? There we go. And we need want an increase in the, yeah, so we had this increase in Marvel X-Men, and then we had another increase by what is that? Yeah, by 60 wallets the days after. So interesting. What was the drop after that? What was the last? So there was the Rhino comic, but this increase is unexpected to me, because I thought that we would correct here in the Veve user numbers, and also obviously on Twitter the comments was like, 172 new wallets is not a spike. It's not. People are basically saying it's nothing to be happy about for 172 new wallets. But think about this from this perspective. If I buy the Reno comic secret rare today, there's 188 comics. So basically, there's not enough for all the wallets of the last couple of days on this secret rare alone, right? So if these were comic collectors from Comic-Con and they would be coming in, there would not be enough for those people. So 172 new people, if they were organic, would be, in my opinion, a big deal. So what did we have? Yeah, we only had those two comics, and we have roundabout from where we started out there. So this is the Comic-Con reaction. So it started here, 754 to another 1094. So that is 200 and yeah. So from here that's 246 plus 94. That's 340 new wallets since the beginning of Comic-Con. Yeah, but we were down a little bit here. So let's deduct some, let's say 320, right? So yeah, there is Mark D says there is an auction on eBay right now for the Funko Physical 350 that was given away at NYCC party without redemption code. Wow. Okay, so that was given away. Yeah, because the other ones are not on the market yet, so it's the only one, right? So, but we will see. Probably this one is a piece of history, right? So guys, I know if you are a rare hodler to my channel, once again, announcement, please get in touch with me so that I can invite you into the Rare Hodler Telegram group. Yeah, we want all of the rare hodlers in the Telegram group. That will be amazing. I know there's not much going on in that group right now, but I'm still just working on getting people in. I think this Funko thing is really good for Veve. Then we'll have the Secret Wars comic coming up. I think it's not much valuable in the physical, but let's see the editions on this. Is it a 5,000 comic run? No, 7,500, but that's okay, I guess. Veve extracting the maximum liquidity possible. Then we have this go behind the scenes Disney Pixar Soul. This is just another type of poster, I guess. I honestly don't. Oh, sorry. I still have my chat in the way. I honestly don't care about this posters, but some of you do. So yeah, good luck for everyone. And then here's another one of one, and that's actually cool stuff. This is something where I still think, hey, I really want one day have one of these one of one artworks, right? But how does the market price it then? Yeah, I don't know if there's any of these one of ones at the moment on the market of the artworks. I think one is listed for $1 million or so, but nothing too big. Yeah, that's it. So after Comic-Con, there's not too many big announcements. I mean, we had the big Funko drop yesterday, so we will see what will be the next big deal for Veve, right? Of the drop announcements, they need to follow up for the new wallets out of Comic-Con. They need to follow it up now with something interesting. That's probably also why they chose to bring up another valuable comic. Some people are saying that there are no more grails to drop. I don't know about this, but I think there are 2-3 more big comics that can come out. For example, Captain America #1 should be a big deal when it's coming out, right? But maybe they want to save up 1 or 2 of those for the bull run or initiating the bull run. G Money says when Eomi hits 0.04, we can all shop the one of ones. Yeah, absolutely. So that will be very interesting. Tito says, happy birthday, always enjoying watching your live stream before going to bed. So for you, it's a crypto evening, not coffee, right? But thank you so much for the birthday wishes, and I'm glad that I can provide this to you guys in the evening hours, in the middle of the day, on the way to work, and maybe even in the night. So guys, awesome. Felipe, I thank you so much for that donation. Also, who was it again? Omicron, Justin, G-Money, your donations also, and Dark Matter. I hope you see this stream. Thank you for your donation as well. I really appreciate that, and I really like to have these streams with all of you guys. Guys, make sure to smash up the like button one more time. All of you who have just recently joined, this helps the channel the most. Smashing the like button is really important for the algorithm to push out the stream. So every like helps to get the stream to more and more people. We want to build out this community, right? We want to have this community growing, this fam growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And yeah, so subscribe to the channel, tick the little bell if you are not getting notifications just yet when I come online. Very important. I will be here tomorrow for you with another crypto morning coffee. So stay tuned. And guys, it's amazing. I will go enjoy my birthday right now at work. Damn. But yeah, I will make sure that it's not too long of a work day. And I will follow through with the purchases there of a comic and Eomi. So that is the decision that has been made for the birthday. And yeah, wherever you are on the world, guys, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. And I see you tomorrow at Crypto